Hi guys, today I'd like to develop a very simple and dumb Telegram bot and to use Deno with TypeScript for that. And while doing that, I'll share some key features of this platform. So it can be downloaded from the official site like deno.land. However, you can find all of the links below in the description to this video. So since this platform is quite new and you may not very familiar with it, so feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments. So let's start. First of all, we need create a file mod.ts. Let's make sure that everything works as expected. This will be our first line, just to double check that this works. And if you'd like to execute any script with Deno, you need to write Deno space run space some file. And here we go, you can see that it works. Next, let's find some interesting API which we can use for this example. And public APIs, GitHub project can be extremely helpful for it. So you can see that there are a lot of different APIs which you can use for any project you want. And in my case, well, let's take something with the animals. Let it be sheep online. So as you can see, we have an URL, so we can just fetch some data from it, and we'll get some very cute image from response. Okay, so to get some information from this API, we can use the method called fetch. Then we need to call JSON on response, and then we can just take a look how does it look like, and call await. So let's try to call this part of code, Deno run. And now you can see that actually we have a permission denied error, which means we're trying to get network access. And to make this happen, we need to run this script with the allow-net flag. So we add it here, like this, and run it once again. And now you can see that that works. The next thing is that I'd like to encapsulate this logic in a separate file. So let's call it, I don't know, sheep API. I'd like to get this code here. Let's export it as a function, get sheeps. And as a result, I'd like to return a promise of string. So we can add it like this. Replace it with the return, and since we got it as an array, so we will just return the first element of this array. Okay, it looks nice. So here we can just import this function from the edit file. We can await it like this. Let's print it to the console. Okay. So let's run it once again. Okay, and we can see that actually it works. So now I want to make a quick stop and to pay your attention to the following things. First of all, we're using await in our main file without any needs to create a wrapper or any async function. The second thing is that we're working with TypeScript out of the box, so without any transpiler or any other workflow. So it just works. Third is that we're using fetch, which is actually a part of the web platform APIs. However, this is just a Deno implementation of this function. And the last but not least is that we don't have any package JSON and we do not use any NPM packages. So other words, Deno does not respect this thing and it even works without it. Okay, so let's move on and create the separate file deps.ts, which is kind of a dependencies.ts. So this file is used to mention all of the dependencies of your project. So you better paste it somewhere here as Deno guidelines recommend. And now we need to add a few packages. So the first package that I'm going to use is related to Telegram. So we can paste it here. And as you can see, we have 4 options. Again, pay attention that there are not so many packages, and if you are looking for a chance to create something very important or something very popular, then probably this is the best chance to start doing that. So I would choose this one, and let's open some examples. Deno bot, and I'll take this line that will just import this type that we need by this URL. Again, as you can see, we have 4 different versions of this package, and I will use the last one with 0.1.1. So it just goes here, replace the version like this, and since we're not going to use this import here, we can just type export, because we're going to import this bot in this file mod.ts like this. So add import from deps.ts, and that's it. Another thing which I'd like to pay attention to again is that we're adding packages by URL. This is not how it works with Node.js, with a lot of packages in Node modules and npms. So this is how it works in Deno. The second package is dotenv, and it is extremely helpful to make your application configurable. So it has way more documentation, and once we add this line, we will be able to get information from our environment file. So we add it here. We also need to start using this bot type, otherwise this file won't be included. So let's let it be, I don't know. First of all, let's add const token Deno. This is from the Deno API. Here I'll name it like bot token, like this. And I also need to start using this type, like this. Okay, that should be fine. And let's make sure that actually it works. Okay, so now we need to create this .env file and to set up this variable. So where can we get this value? To get this value, you need to use the bot fatherbot, which is a part of the Telegram infrastructure. So all you need to do is to type new bot, as I did it before. Then you will provide some name, and eventually you will receive this token. This is the value that you actually need to make your bot works. So we can just paste it here, and let's try to run our file. Now we get another error, permission denied, which means that we're trying to get access to this file, and we have to provide this permission explicitly. So we added allow read, and again, since we've started to use environment variables, we also need to provide this permission as well, like this, and now it works. So all we need to do now is to launch our bot and to add some logic. So for example, when we receive some text from a user, we'd like to check what is this text about, like this, and let's edit that if we got a ship comment, then we will reply with a ship link. Okay, I think that is fine, so let's run it once again. We have some log information, which sounds that it should work. So from here we can move to our bot by this link. We click it, and we type our comment. And this is how it works. So we can click it once again, another cute dog, once again. Well, I think I can never stop. It is just so cute. Okay, one more. I really like it. And that was it. Once again, all of the links are available at the description below. So feel free to ask any questions or share feedback you have. It is highly appreciated. And I hope you enjoyed this small introduction. So expect more videos on Deno in the future, and thanks for watching.